Hey guys, Metal Breakdown here. So it's finally time to do the album review of the brand new album by Architects. It's called Holy Hell. I did a reaction video to all the singles so far, so Doomsday, Hereafter, Royal Beggars, and Modern Misery. So if you want to watch that, all these videos will be at the end of this video. You'll just have to click on them if you want to watch them. Pretty cool reactions. And one last thing before I'm starting with this video, I have a giveaway going on. There's a couple of rules. If you want to read them, they will be in the comment section, but you have to be a subscriber, you have to like this video, you have to comment something related to Holy Hell in the comment section, and all these videos related to Holy Hell must reach 20,000 views, but we're not too far. We're like at 18,000 views so far, so if this album review gets 2,000 views, I'll do the giveaway. So yeah, it will happen for sure. So you guys will win a free copy of Holy Hell by Architects. So in this album review, I'll focus mainly on the top 5. I'll explain that later because it will be really hard to do that. I'll give you some facts about this album, and I'll try to compare it with all their the albums that they did before, but mainly with the last two that were like the best, I would say. So they did Lost Forever, Lost Together, which was really well received by the fans, but it's only until they released All Our Gods Have Abandoned Us that they kind of gained the notoriety that they have today. And I'll tell you right away, Holy Hell is another step forward, so it will be pretty fucking interesting to discuss about this album with you guys. And yeah, I said one last thing earlier, but one last thing. If you want to pre-order the album, the Amazon link will be in the description. It will be the same price for you, but I'll get some proportion of the profits, I guess. So yeah, pretty cool win-win situation for everyone here. Anyway, let's finally do this for the album review of Holy Hell by Architects. So I did my entire review. It was like almost 15 minutes and it just did not record, so I have to do it all over again. I'll try to be as passionate as I was on the first take. Anyway, I'll start with some facts about Holy Hell. So the first fact would be that it's the first album without Tom Searle, obviously, that passed away in August 2016, if I remember correctly. So a few months after the release of All Our Gods Have Abandoned Us. I was a new fan back then, but even though I was a new fan and I did not know them that much, indeed I knew only All Our Gods Have Abandoned Us back then, I was devastated. It was so sad, and yeah, I just became bigger and bigger fan since then. They're so good. And after that, Josh Middleton from Silosis replaced Tom Searle as the lead guitarist of Architects, and it's him that you'll be able to hear on Holy Hell. Second fact, this album is heavier than All Our Gods Have Abandoned Us, which is something I did not expect at all. All Our Gods Have Abandoned Us was already so fucking heavy, and they just took it like one step forward with this album. So fucking brutal from start to finish. You won't be able to believe this. Third fact, there is not a single bad song on Holy Hell. In fact, I would probably give like 10 on 10 to every fucking song on it. It's that great. It's a masterpiece. Holy Hell is phenomenal, guys. Another fact is that Architect gains so much notoriety with All Our Gods Have Abandoned Us, and I think that they will finally be able to get big in North America with this album. I don't understand why it did not happen. Oh, probably because they have the European tour at the same time, but would have been a fucking great opportunity for them to support Bring Me the Horizon in their first North American arena tour. Would have been great for both men, but maybe next time. Another fact, it solidified Architect's status as one of the best modern metalcore band out there. They're so fucking like big and successful these days, releasing incredible music. The best modern metalcore bands are probably While She Sleeps, Architects. There's so many great metalcore bands. How can't I name another one? What the fuck is wrong with me, guys? But yeah, Architects and While She Sleeps are the two that kind of come up to my mind right now, but there's a lot of other great metalcore bands. And another and last fact that is just for fun, this album will blow your mind, as simple as that. Now I'll go with a top 5, but I won't rank them in any order because that was impossible. It was already almost impossible to make a top 5 because they're all so good, they're all close to perfection, so. But I'll try. But 2 of the songs that did not made the top 5, that should have almost been in there, are Damnation and Dying to Heal, which are just fantastic in my opinion. So sorry to these 2 songs, but you're not in the top 5. Anyway, let's talk about these 5 greatest songs from Holy Hell. So, the first song in my top 5 is also the first song on the album. It's Death Is Not Defeat. With this song, you see right away that Holy Hell is the follow-up to All Our Gods Have Abandoned Us. In fact, this is the continuation to the song Memento Mori from the last album, which was the last song. On the first listen, I thought that maybe it was not as good as Nihilist, the intro from the previous album, All Our Gods Have Abandoned Us. But it truly is. Could even be better than Nihilist. I'm not really able to say it right now because I still need to listen to this song more, but could be better. That's what I can say. The heavy part is just so damn good, and this whole song is simply beautiful, talking about the fragility of life and the fact that life did not defeat Architects, even if Tom is not there anymore, because they were still like able to get through this in some way, even though it was probably the most painful experience ever. They lost their brother, their bandmates, their best friend. So this is just terrible, but this is not defeat. Architects will go on, and they will still be crushing it. Another song in my top 5 is Hereafter. This song is really close to perfection and could even be perfection. Super great choice as a first single, well, if you don't count Doomsday. The riffs are great, especially the ones during the second verse. That is absolutely out of this world. If you don't remember what I'm saying, listen to that second verse again in the Hereafter, and it's incredible, as simple as that. Also, the heaviness is there, but the melody is also really present, especially during the chorus. And it could be like one of the best and biggest chorus they ever did. It will be so sick when they will play this during the big European tour next year, hopefully followed by a North American tour, because I cannot wait to see these guys again. They need to be the big, like the next big thing, especially here in North America. Like I explained in the facts, they're not really big here. When I saw them during the All Our Gods touring cycle, they did a sold-out show in Montreal. Yeah, it was a sold-out show, but it was a really fucking small venue. I think maybe 500 people in there. It was still like one of the best shows of my entire life, but I want them to play some big venues, like at least 2,000 next time. That would be so fucking cool, and they deserve it so much. Another song in my top 5 is the title track, Holy Hell. Since this title track was not among the singles, I did not think it would have been among the best songs from this album, but it's so damn good. The huge use of the violins in many parts of the song just make it sound so huge. The bridge between the second verse and the breakdown is simply godly. One of the things that made me love this one so much is all the emotions you can feel and hear in Sam's voice. The songs really showcase what the band went through losing Tom, and it just made me want to cry so much. It's just so fucking sad, but so good at the same time. You'll understand it when you listen to this song, or if you have listened to it already, you probably can relate to what I'm saying right now. I also need to mention the reference to Broken Cross when he said, "The fire at the gates is our saving grace. Remember when we were born to burn." If you know the song Broken Cross from Lost Forever, Lost Together, you know for sure what I'm talking about. There's also another super cool reference in the next song on the album, which is called Damnation, when he said, "If hope is a prison, then maybe fate will set me free," which is a reference to the song Gone with the Wind. Because, you know, in Gone with the Wind, Sam is singing like, "My friend, hope is a prison," or something like that. So, really great moment, and so cool that they did a reference to that. Yeah, and the fourth song in my 5 favorite songs on this album is Royal Beggars, which was the second single from Holy Hell, again if you don't count Doomsday. One of the only songs that I had more difficulties on the first listen, but I finally end up liking it like as one of my favorite songs on Holy Hell, you know. It's just another super dark song that showcases what you'll find on this album, because it's dark, it's heavy, and it gives you a pretty good first idea of everything there is on this album. And now I listen to this song so much that I already feel like it's a classic Architects song. But on the first couple of listens, I thought it was really different than anything they did before. So it's safe to assume that the evolution of Architects is really something mind-blowing. So yeah, now I listen to it so much that each time I'm listening to it, I'm like, yeah, it sounds like Architects, it's 100% Architects. But on the first listen, I was like, oh, they really did something new. I cannot hear that anymore since I know the song too much, but I was like, yeah, there's really something new to this, to their sound. I think it was mainly because of the electronic stuff, not overused like what Bullet for My Valentine did with Gravity. It's really subtle here, and you know, they just use it perfectly. And the last song in my top 5 is The Seventh Circle. This song is below the 2-minute marks, and since all the other songs are around 4 minutes, I thought that it would be just some kind of instrumental or some interlude, or I don't know. But it's a real song, and I only learned that yesterday when I read a review on some website. I don't remember which one it was, but wow, what a fucking song. Definitely the heaviest on the entire album. The riff will just destroy you, and I think we can say that even though we still miss Tom so much, and that yeah, he was like the greatest. Josh Middleton is a great addition to the Architect sounds, and he did a phenomenal job here on the guitar. It's wow, the riffs are all over the place, and they're all so fucking good. I also did some research, and apparently the Seventh Circle represents violence, so everything fits perfectly, and Sam is just so angry on this one. It made me shiver, I'm not even kidding. And yeah, it's just like the representation itself of violence. That's what I wanted to say, because you know, I explained that the Seventh Circle means violence, but even without knowing that, this song is pure violence, like violence as its finest. Anyway, that's pretty much it for my 5 favorite songs on this album, guys. The only thing I have left to do in this review is to say if it was better or equal or worse than Our Gods Have Abandoned Us. I would say that it's probably too early to answer that question, because I will be more able to answer that question in the next couple of weeks after listening to this album even more. Because yeah, Our Gods Have Abandoned Us was my favorite album of 2016. I think that Holy Hell just checked out I Love to Watch Your Darkest by Behemoth, which was currently on the first spot for the best album of the year, in my opinion. So, yeah, Architects is probably the greatest band out here in 2018, the band that is the most successful, putting out the greatest music. So, yeah, props to Architects. You did such a phenomenal job. Congrats for this new album, and thank you so much for the incredible music that you put out. We're not worthy of this. It's too good for us, but thank you. So yeah, just remember that I still have the giveaway going on, so just read the rules in the description if you want to know everything about it, for a chance to win a free copy of the greatest album of the year. And if you want to pre-order the album right now, just go click on the Amazon link that is in the description, like I explained at the beginning. We need to support the band. We need to make them big, especially if you're in North America just like me. We need to make them big here. They deserve it so much. I'll buy the album myself tomorrow at my record store, because that's what we need to know. That's what we need to do, you know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care. Hopefully you enjoyed the album as much as I did. Make sure to tell me what you thought in the comment section, and I'll see you all next time. And one last thing, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. I need you all here. Thank you.